On the Unit 3 for review, we're going to draw a sketch of this graph, which is the parent graph for cosine. I know the period for that graph is 2 pi, since b is 1. But the tricky part is graphing that interval. I need to go a little bit past 2 pi in the right direction. 5 pi over 2 is like 2.5 pi's. And the left I need to go just to pi over 2. So I'm going to worry about going to the right side first. So I think I want to use as much of this graph area as possible so my graph is pretty on the paper and easy to read. So I'm going to split, remember my reference rectangle, I split into 4 pieces. So I'm going to use 2 tick marks for each of those 4 pieces so that so by there I'm at 2 pi, and then that would make this pi, and this one would be pi over 2, and this would be 3 pi over 2. So 2 tick marks is pi over 2. I need to get to 5 pi over 2. This one is 4 pi over 2. I need to get 5 pi over 2, so I need 1 more tick mark. So this will be 5 pi over 2. So I know my graph's going to go for that whole area all the way to the right. On the left-hand side, remember 2 tick marks is pi over 2. So 2 tick marks in the left direction will be pi over 2. And then I won't go any more left than that in my graph. Okay, now remembering the way cosine, I know that shape starts at an amplitude and then goes down to 0, and then minimum, back to the 0, and then back up to the amplitude. And that's a full cycle. We're going to extend a little bit past that cycle. So our amplitude here is 1. So I'm going to make 2 tick marks just to stretch it out a little bit and look pretty and easy to read. So the cosine starts at amplitude. There's no shift here. Then it goes down to the 0 at the 4th. And the next 4th it goes down to negative amplitude. And then back up to a 0. And then back up to its maximum. And it follows that pattern. So I'm going to continue that pattern to 5 pi over 2 and then backwards to negative pi over 2. So I get that cosine curve. Whoops, I'm going to keep going, sorry. There.